Yo, in this video, I'm going to talk about a few simple truths that I wish I knew when I first started training. First one, consistency alone isn't going to help you to build your dream physique. I used to think that, okay, as long as I'm consistent, as long as I train consistently, as long as I train regularly, as long as I train every day, I'm going to build my dream physique. That's not how it works. If you are as consistent as you need to be, but you train like a pussy in the gym, you're not really training kind of correctly, I'm sorry, but you're not. I wish I really knew this. You're not gonna achieve that goal. Consistency is just the basis. Of course, consistency is important. It's probably one of the most important factors. But consistency alone doesn't build big muscles. Doesn't build an impressive physique. Just an example. When I look around, I go to the gym every day around at the same time every single day. And there are a lot of people that go to the gym at the same time as me every day. I see them show up every day, every single day. They're consistent. A lot of them don't even have a good physique. And it's not to shit on them. They're nice, they're really nice people. They're really nice people. They're kind hearted. But it's just the truth. They're consistent, they're really going regularly at the same time every day. So they got that box checked. But they still aren't really, it doesn't seem like they're making progress. Of course, I'm not analyzing them. So maybe they are building some muscle, but not really fast. Because some of them don't really train correctly, don't really train hard enough, they don't train correctly, they don't do the right things. But there are a few people that I see that show up, that pull up to the gym at the same time as me, that I see every single day, except that they will even skip a few workouts. And they're big because they're doing the other things correctly. Of course, consistency is important, and I've realized it many times. And I'm really proud of the fact that it's not really a problem for me anymore. That I just go out to the gym every day. Doesn't matter if it rains or shines or if it snows. I'm still going to the gym. Consistency is it's like kind of a foundation. You need it. It's important. But if you show up and do useless wastes every day, then I don't really know. They're sort of really they're probably wasting your time at some point. I've seen a lot of people like on YouTube in the comments saying, "Oh yeah, as long as you're training, it's not a waste of time." I can't I don't agree at all. I completely disagree. As long as you train, doesn't it's not like it can still be a waste of time. If you're spending 1 hour a day, but you're doing things that won't help you achieve your goal, then it is honestly a waste of time. Then you'll be probably better off doing something else than wasting 1 hour of your time doing something that isn't going to help you achieve your goal, but you think is going to help you achieve your goal. So yes, I'm all about consistency, and I'm really consistent, and I've really spent a lot of time building up that skill of consistency at the start. But I still know that it's just a foundation. It's still like when I know that I just knew that when I reach, I didn't necessarily know that in the past, but now I know that, yeah, okay, when you reach the point where you're consistent, it's just a start. It's just the start of the journey. Now you need to make some improvement, learn some things, learn how to train correctly, now learn how to train pretty hard. But consistency is just the basis, it's just the foundation. Second thing, I just want to talk about stimulus to fatigue ratio. That's something I didn't really know, and when I heard people talk about it, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I just shut my brain off. Stimulus to fatigue ratio is basically stimulus is the stimulus that you drive to the muscle. How you train the muscle, the stimulus that the muscle gets to actually get bigger. And fatigue is just basically how long it takes to recover, if you feel some pain maybe in your joints and things like that. Recently, I've been really kind of obsessed with finding exercises that have a really good stimulus to fatigue ratio for me because it's different for different people. For some people, an exercise that's really good is really bad for another person. So there isn't just, it's not like an exercise is just the best for everyone. One exercise that might be really, really good for someone, another person might just find that exercise like just okay. For example, I used to do cable overhead extension for my triceps. I used to do that. Recently, today, like literally just today, I had a push workout and I tried another exercise. I did something else. An exercise that a lot of people call horrible. an exercise that a lot of people like to shit on. French press, like basically the exercise where you like put the dumbbells behind your head and do this, the French press. I tried it, and I never tried it before because so many people were like shitting on it, insulting it, saying it's such a bad exercise. And I just tried it. It was incredible. It was so good, and I find it so much better than the overhead cable extension. Even though I like the overhead cable extension, most people would pick the overhead cable extension over the French press. But I really just I fall in love with this exercise on first sight because I tried it and the stimulus to fatigue ratio was really good. Firstly, I was able to really point my elbows to the sky and really feel the good stretch on my triceps. So the stimulus part is really good. The stretch on the tricep was really good. I could really feel my triceps burning as I was approaching failure. And then secondly, I felt no pain on my elbows. The problem with it for me for bro, I just forgot how to talk. For the tricep cable overhead extension, the problem that I had with that is that I had to do really like high reps because if I did low reps, I felt some pain in my elbow. My elbows kind of hurt, and my what's it called? My wrists also hurt a little bit when I did that. If I did kind of like higher, more weight, lower reps, but I need to do high reps to be able to do that without feeling some intense pain in my elbows and wrists. But with the French press, I could literally do low reps and still feel zero pain in my elbows or wrists. So that's why I really, really love it. So the stimulus side is really good, and the fatigue side is also really good. Like I don't feel any pain, and I felt the muscle was hurting my tricep. I had like a pump in my tricep after doing it, after doing like 4 sets of French press. But it didn't feel like I was overly fatigued. Still felt like I had a lot of energy to go and do the other exercise that I had to do this morning. So it's just look for exercises that give you personally a good stimulus to fatigue ratio. That you feel the muscle, where you feel like the muscle burning a lot and it's really painful and it's really hard, but also at the same time, it's not super fatiguing and it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt your joints, it doesn't hurt your bones. And then the third thing that I wish I knew, just get a gym membership. When I first started training, I trained at home and I built like a home gym. Like you can see my pull-up bar right there. I have like a dip bar right there, and I also bought some dumbbells. And I trained like that for like a whole year. And I made some good progress. I'm not gonna lie, I made some really good progress just doing that. But I'm 100% sure that I would have made a lot more progress, and right now I would have been even bigger than I am right now if I had just gotten a gym membership instead of building this home gym that isn't really that good. If I just got a gym membership and I'd went to the gym with the dumbbells, with the barbells, with the machines, and I had more weight to just be able to progressively overload, it would have been a lot better and I would have been a lot bigger now, like at least a little bit bigger now than if I than how big I am right now. Because the problem is when you build kind of a home gym, but you don't really have that much money to invest in it. Like I literally built this home gym with $300, $200. So when you build like a home gym but don't even have that much money to invest in it to really make it good, you don't even have that much money to really get a lot of dumbbells and a lot of weight to be able to progressively overload for a long time. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be really difficult to make some good progress. It's gonna be you're gonna have to spend so much time thinking about, oh yeah, I need to switch to this exercise, I need to add weights like this, I have to do this variation. If I just went to the gym, if I just got a gym membership, I just went to a gym for like 20 euros a month per month, it would have first saved me a lot of bandwidth, and progressively overloading would have been a lot easier. One of the big mistakes that I made for a while that kind of held me back for a long time is I just sat there and I repeated the same workout over and over again. So if last session I did 20 push-ups, for example, as an example, this week I would come back and do 20 push-ups again on the first set. So I wouldn't even try to progressively overload because I knew in my head that, oh yeah, if I keep just adding reps and getting stronger, at some point I would be wasting so much time in my workouts. I would be spending so much time. I would be doing a ton of reps because I had no way to actually progressively overload. Maybe I could have found a harder variation, but that's so. It's just sometimes you find it hard. For example, push-ups. I also went to maybe decline push-ups, and you can find ways to make the variations harder, of course. But just going to a gym, getting a gym membership, a cheap gym membership, and going there would have helped me a lot to save my mental bandwidth and actually make progress faster. So yeah, hope you found this video valuable. If you want more help from me and you're interested in one-to-one fitness coaching, then just go and click the first link in the description. Don't worry from discomfort. Chase it.